across Africa, a powerful force.
It is my privilege to commemorate this year's International Women's Day at this conference today. Women are extremely important in the built environment, and this importance cannot be overemphasized. This is the environment that my ministry superintends. I'm glad to say that we have 5 technical departments, and of the 5 of them, 3 are led by women. I heard earlier that women are underrepresented in the built environment. You have 60% majority. In the Federal Ministry of Housing and Urban Development, the women stand as pillars of excellence. They lead the most departments in the ministry, which includes the Federal Public Assets Maintenance Department, the Public-Private Partnership Department, the Urban and Regional Planning Department, the Engineering Services Department, Public Procurement Department, Reform Coordination and Service Improvement Department, and I could just keep going. They lead with dedication, vision, and integrity. On this day, we celebrate not only their hearts, but their remarkable impact in delivering affordable housing, urban renewal programs, slum upgrading, rural housing schemes, public asset maintenance, and sustainable city projects across Nigeria. They are the architects of hope, builders of dignity, and visionaries of inclusive cities. Through every home raised and every community renewed, you weave compassion into concrete and love into every brick, providing that leadership with hearts that can transform a nation.
I commend the convener and a team for creating this impact, this very important platform dedicated to advancing women participation, leadership, and economic empowerment within the African built environment. The theme of this conference is work, wealth, and worth. Redefining work, building wealth, and elevating wealth in the African built environment is both timely and visionary. Across Africa, and particularly in Nigeria, there is a noticeable paradigm shift in the real estate and construction sector. Women are no longer participants in the built environment. They are increasingly emerging as innovators, as entrepreneurs, as leaders who are redefining possibility and breaking long-standing boundaries. Today, women are making remarkable contribution across the housing value chain, from architectural and engineering to real estate development, project management, housing finance, policy advocacy. Female developers are delivering housing projects, managing complex estates, leading sustainable initiatives that align with the global best practices. Their contribution goes beyond construction. They are helping to redefine the community resilience through innovation, empathy, and long vision. Platforms like African Women in Housing and Construction Conference provide an invaluable opportunity for knowledge sharing, collaboration, and the development of partnership that will shape the future of Africa housing and construction sectors. As we celebrate the achievements of women in the industry, let us also commit ourselves to building an environment where women are not only participants, but are recognized as leaders, innovation, visionary, shaping the future of African built environment. Once again, I commend the organizers of this visionary initiative and wish all participants fruitful deliberation and a high successful conference.
The housing and construction sector is one of the most powerful drivers of economic growth across Africa. It shapes our cities, creates employment, builds infrastructure, and determines how communities live and thrive. Yet, despite the enormous opportunities within the sector, women remain significantly underrepresented. Africa Women in Housing and Construction Conference is most vital and commendable. We are hoping that this will create space for women to connect, collaborate, mentor one another, and expand opportunities across borders. Because the future of women's leadership in this sector will not be built by individual success alone. It will be built by collective progress. As we celebrate these achievements in women in housing and construction, let us commit ourselves to the deeper message of this year's theme, particularly the theme of this conference around working smarter, elevated worth, and redefining work, elevating worth, and also building wealth. So with this, I commend the organizers of this conference for creating this important platform, and I celebrate every woman here who is boldly shaping Africa's built environment. Together, let us continue building not only houses and infrastructure, but a stronger, more inclusive, and more equitable Africa.
The conference theme, Work, Wealth, and Worth, redefining work, building wealth, and elevating worth, could not be more timely or more apt. Because for long, women's work in and around the housing sector has been invisible. And I think I heard the last speaker also mention that. Women manage homes, but are rarely counted as homeowners. They contribute to household income, but are often excluded from mortgage systems. They build communities, but are seldom at the table where housing policies are made. And yet, the data tells us something remarkably different. Study after study shows that when a woman owns a home, the benefits do not stop with her. Her children are more likely to stay in school. Her household is more economically stable. Her community is more resilient. So we say, housing access for women is not just a gender issue, it is an economic development imperative. And to every woman in this room, whether you're a developer, an architect, a financier, a policymaker, or an advocate, your seat at this table is not decorative. It is essential. The future of housing in Africa will not be built without your hands, your mind, and your leadership. It is fitting that this conference takes place in March, International Women's Month, because what happens in these rooms, in these conversations, should not stay here. It should go into boardrooms, into parliament, into the communities where women are and still waiting for their keys. At Family Homes Funds, our vision is a Nigeria where every family, regardless of income and regardless of gender, has a place to call home. We will keep working toward that vision, and we look forward to working alongside each and every one of you to make it real. Let us live here today, not just inspired, but committed. Not just as beneficiaries of housing, but as its builders, its financiers, its champions, and its leaders.
Work.